I got my lungs on my 6th call. We got the call at, I think, midnight. Next thing I knew, I was kind of in the ICU with stuff stuck in me and beepers going off, and they took me off the oxygen. I remember lifting my nose in the air and just taking a nice, long, deep breath and not coughing. And I could feel my lungs fill with oxygen, and I got my life back.
In 2011, when Betsy passed away, I guess I described that as the darkest day of my life. And Sharing Network from that day has been the silver lining in that dark cloud.
The Sharing Network means to me hope, life, and everything.
The New Jersey Sharing Network essentially is an organization that makes the miracle of the gift of life happen. The core purpose of the New Jersey Sharing Network is to save and enhance lives. And I must say that this vision is something that is shared by all of us who work at the Sharing Network.
We are an organ procurement organization, but we are so much more than that.
The Sharing Network's a place that provides hope to those waiting for a life-saving transplant. And we provide hope to the families whose loved ones have given that great gift.
We have the most dedicated and educated people I've ever had the privilege to work with.
I just love being part of a community that helps to save so many lives.
We do have about 180 employees here that are very, very special. That's really amazing to say. At 30 years, we function with one vision, one team, and we reach our goals. And in the last 2 years, we've had record years and saved more lives through organ donation than we ever have before.
They've surpassed any of the expectations that I originally had by a long shot.
Every time I have a family that says yes to donation, I'm in awe. Through what they're going through, their pain and grief, they see beyond it and put others' needs ahead of theirs.
People will say yes when they feel comfortable that they've been cared for, that information is clear and communicated to them, and that communication has to be flawless.
We work very hard to partner with our transplant programs to develop better techniques for allocating organs and better techniques for preserving organs so that they can use them and transplant more people. So our transplant partners are absolutely essential in the success of the Sharing Network.
New Jersey Sharing Network for me is a community of relationships of people who have taught me how to become a recipient parent, a recipient family, and have inspired us to pay it forward.
I now have a family. I have 3 boys, and they're very active. I'm just like any other mom.
Sharing Network is a safe place for us. It's a place for us to come, to express our feelings, and just to reflect upon where we are, where Sam is, and how far he's come with his gift of life.
The New Jersey Sharing Network is just such a special place for us to come and find peace. It's through the hallways and just seeing everybody and knowing that they've been part of our process is just a feel-good moment.
No other organ procurement organization in the country has a transplant lab like ours.
The testing that we do will assure the best possible outcome for each transplant.
We put the recipients and donors together. We make sure that the transplants that happen work, because these are often the last resource for very, very sick people.
Well, along with the research in the lab, we have just announced the creation of the Personalized Transplant Medicine Institute, or PTMI. This will be the future of research within this organization.
We want to almost customize the process of transplantation for each individual person.
The promises of stem cells and regenerative medicine will be possible.
The satisfaction that I get going home every day knowing that I've made a difference is what keeps me here.
It's inspiring to see people who will take time out of their day to support a cause, that saved my life.
The support from the community, the support from our donor families and recipients alike has grown tremendously since our foundation has really gotten off the ground.
We are so fortunate to have so many volunteers. Over 500 of them are in the community sharing our message and spreading the word about New Jersey Sharing Network and organ donation.
Everyone rallies around a family in need when something initially happens, It's instinctive, oh, something happened, let me go to them. But it stayed with us. These people have stayed with us.
My involvement with this organization has indeed helped me to survive after the loss of my son.
It gives me hope that one day maybe I can have that long, successful life after transplant. And I know every day that I have a reason to work hard.
The reason I'm involved here at the New Jersey Sharing Network is because my husband Joe passed away in 2009 quite suddenly. He helped over 83 people the last time I counted.
Zoe lit up a room whenever she would walk in. Zoe saved the life of a 1-year-old little boy with her liver. His name was Fahad. Her 2-year-old heart recipient was Phoenix. Her 13-year-old kidney recipient was Abel. And I'm so grateful that Zoe was able to save their lives and give their moms a little bit more time with them.
Nikhil, he was a very sweet, generous, compassionate kid. He did donate his cornea and his heart valve. And now we know there is a young man who's able to see this beautiful world through his eyes.
Our daughter, she was loving and caring, and like any little girl, she just loved to play.
She would dance at restaurants. She would just get up and dance. She was like a showstopper.
We created our fund, Riley's Dance, alongside of New Jersey Sharing, to help improve the lives of those that are waiting for an organ and those that have received an organ. If we could take just one pressure off of a family, just one simple pressure, it feels good to give back.
We have big goals and big dreams for Riley's Dance and for our little girl.
My family is just amazed at what the Sharing Network has brought to our whole family. Through my husband's organ and tissue donation, they are so proud of their uncle, cousin, son. My family and I all love the Sharing Network, and we'll do everything to support them.
Our foundation provides opportunities for families to honor and remember their loved ones and for their legacy to live on.
Our foundation started by funding some small grants in public education and awareness programs. And over the past few years, several years, as the philanthropic support has increased, so too has our ability to fund bigger programs as it relates to research in our lab, support for donor families, recipients and their families, as well as increased programs around public education and public awareness.
The Sharing Network was a lifeline to me when I really needed it, and I will be forever thankful.
I have days that are just really, really tough, But I'm thankful that I have this outlet to give back in a positive way, so that matters.
It means the ability to give back after receiving a gift of life.
There is always more work to be done. There are always more lives to be saved and more families to support. So we continue to work with the community to build those philanthropic dollars.
So now, as we look to the future of the New Jersey Sharing Network, we need you more than ever. Your advocacy, your financial support, they allow us to continue to reevaluate, set new goals, and drive to those bigger dreams.
The support is overwhelming.
This is a new extension of my family. Even though Zoe's gone, this has brought so much new life into the Jackson household.
I would not be here without transplant. There's no way. I mean, I was on my way out, so transplant gave me a new life.
You're in something that's bigger than yourself, and that's sort of immediately recognizable, or you sort of feel that.
It's been the greatest ride for the past almost 20 years, and it's so exciting to be celebrating 30 years of existence for the Sharing Network right now.
Where can you find an organization that both saves lives, gives meaning to people, and helps everyone make their individual lives more valuable, more substantial? You can find it in New Providence, New Jersey.
Thank you to all of you. You have given me so much in these last 4.5 years. You are all angels.
Because of them, not only am I able to take a breath and breathe easy, but my life is fulfilled. My life is complete. I find purpose with them, and I love them from the depths of my heart and even deeper, the depths of my new lungs.
I want to say thank you to the Sharing Network for being the most amazing organization. And it's more than an organization, it's a family.
I want to thank the New Jersey Sharing Network for all they do to improve the quality of life for the community in New Jersey and beyond, and for the sincerity and the integrity with which they approach their duties and responsibilities every day.
Thank you, Sharing Network, for your support, for your love, for your giving.
Everybody here, if you don't know I love you, you know it now. Thank you.
Continue what you're doing, because you're doing a great job.
From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everybody who is involved with the Sharing Network. Our advocates, our staff, our volunteers, the recipients who work for us, everybody who helps us get the word out about organ donation and whose involvement in the Sharing Network has made us as successful as we are today after 30 years of existence. Thank you all so very much.
To honor those who gave,
Pay tribute to those who received,
Offer hope to those who continue to wait.
and remember the lives lost while waiting.
For the gift of life.